That right there. What's good, y'all? Welcome back. It's your boy AscendX back with another review. This is my second one. Yeah, no, we did the one for Halo Infinite before. I'm back again today with Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Why you should buy the game, why you shouldn't, why it's fire, why it's dodo. That's what we here to break down. Today, I'm here with Kirby and the Forgotten Neverland. As y'all know, 5 categories that I'm going to be breaking down and ranking out of 10 fights. How was the throwing down, the fighting, all of that stuff, the powers in the game, those things factor into that category. The story, all the cool cutscenes that we got. How did this impact, you know what? How are we ending up in all these different places, and how was the story being fire while also being a Kirby game? You know what I'm saying? The worlds, the design, the style, you know what I mean? The aesthetic of everything. Not really the aesthetic, but like, the style of everything. Then, the aesthetic. I know I said aesthetic before, but this is another category. How does the game look? How does it feel? Do I really feel like I'm in the Forgotten Lands? Or do I feel like I'm looking at a freaking drawing made by a kindergartner? Is that what I'm looking at? And then the OST. When I throw down with Big Boss, do I feel like, uh-oh, boss man coming through? The track hitting. Raise your volume. You know what I'm saying? Am I bumping when I'm, you know what I'm saying? When the boss come through, I'm like, oh, hold on. Let me spit a 16 real quick. No. That's what we're covering today. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, subscribe. Let's get right into the freaking action. For the first category, our fights category, our fighting category. For starters, the powers are 10 out of 10. You know what? I can't say that. The powers are a 9 out of 10. Because you know what? I was too overpowered. I was overpowered. Let's be honest. The ice power is broken. Hold shield, you can't get hurt. You cannot get hurt. That's insane. Only maybe 1 or 2 moves can hurt you by the big bosses. But if you hold shield, you're invincible. With the fire style. Pretty powerful too. Just as powerful, I agree, in my opinion. The Morpho Knight Sword, I'm parrying like a goon. The normal parry is a small frame shits, right? It's a small frame, I think it's frame 6 or something, I don't know. I just said a random sentence just now. I don't even know anything that I just said. Basically, it's a quick move. But with the Morpho Knight Sword, your parry is like 5 seconds long because you can hold the trail for a hot minute and then pew. And then when you slow down, you can because everything slows down when you parry. The fighting system is cold. Honestly, in my opinion, I'm gonna rate the fights overall. The bosses, the powers, the locations of the fights, the difficulty, that's important too. How hard is this fight? Is it possible? Is it doable? You know what I'm saying? Does it have me raging? Is it just nonsensical? No, it makes sense. 9.5 out of 10. That's the number that we're giving it. 9.5 out of 10. That's what I'm gonna give it. I can't hate. I gotta give it props, even though I was a little overpowered because I'm just that boy. Now, the story. The story was good. The story was nice. Obviously, it's a Kirby game. Kirby doesn't talk, so it's a little hard for him, but the story was pretty clean. Now, we was running around a lot. People was getting captured. Things were going on. Most of the time, I wasn't paying attention to the story. I probably could have. From what I remember, the story, in my opinion, is around an 8. But the story is probably more like a 10. I feel like I just wasn't paying attention. But I'm going to give it an 8 because I can. This is my video. What the hell are you going to do about it? You're here for me, okay? This is my list. Number 3, the worlds. The design of the worlds. Is it like Mario where the first world is always the grass, the second is the sand, the third is the ice, the fourth is some ghost world? No. They did their thing, right? You know what I'm saying? First off, they hit us with the normal, right? The grasslands. Of course, you have to always have the grasslands because that's just, it's weird without it. Like, it wouldn't be the same without it. They had really cool maps like the carnival, the desert, the volcano world. That was really nice. They have the intergalactic world, the Forbidden Dreams area. That was super cool. At the end of the game, they had introduced us to that. That was really cool. super fire. In my opinion, this gets a 10 because they were very creative with that. Props to you, Kirby team. Great job. Aesthetic. Do I feel like I'm in the game standing next to Curb Dog? Like, yo, Curb Dog, you good? I did feel like that sometimes. I won't lie to you. During the boss fight with DK, when he punches through the screen, I'm like, whoa! Or when he punches through the glass, excuse me. When we're fighting Mr. L. Phyllis, and we got that cutscene, and we driving up the truck, and I'm like, whoa, yeah, we got this! And if it's anime. It's anime. Does it feel anime? That's the top criteria. If you get a 10, you feel like you in an anime. And I felt like I was anime at times. So aesthetic, 10. Good job. OST. How was the tracks? First off, I spit the illest 16 in the video where I quit. That's the title of the video, if you didn't know. And you should go watch that. That's a good watch right there. And the OST was crazy. Fire. Lit. I really felt like I was throwing down. Kirby always has good OST though. So what is that? All the levels have good tracks. You know what I'm saying? The bosses have good tracks. There's one or two that I'm like, get this out of here. But there's like 17 boss fights. And if only one or two are bad, I gotta give it another 10. What? That's a lot of 10s. Let me do my math real quick. Hold on. How much? I gotta add that up. 38. 47.5, the final score for Mr. Curb Dog. Now, let me talk to you about the actual game, the experience, why I think this is a must buy. A buy that you would definitely not regret. You know, you're not gonna sit there and be like, fuck, why did I buy that game? Damn it. The co-op is garbage. Oh, I'm deducting a point. I lied. 46.5. Your co-op is shit. It is bad. No, it's not shit. I just think that as someone who's really good at the game, trying to play with somebody else, it's kind of hard to incorporate my partner unless we're fighting a boss. And even then, they're restricted to using Waddle Dee with the spear. Let's be honest. Who wants to play as Waddle Dee? No disrespect, but you're just running around poking people. Like, you know what I'm saying? What's that all about? I want to spit fire too if I'm the co-op partner. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit of a situation where it's like, you know, the co-op partner is getting the short end of the stick. While it does do damage, don't get me wrong, but co-op, in my opinion, was not that good. Now, some people might feel different about that. Obviously, if you're not me running around, you know what I'm saying, blasting everybody, maybe you do need a co-op partner. Maybe it would help you, but, you know, I'm really nice at the game, so I don't really need a co-op partner regardless. I smash all of those freaking bosses anyways, like, by myself. I solo them. I solo their whole universe because I am the Flame Lord! I solo all of them. So, you know, it's like, you know, add a co-op partner, she's just gonna be standing there kind of just like, okay, my turn, what's my turn? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, do I take a back seat? It's difficult, you know, because it's definitely not harder. It's not. Some of the bosses are not hard at all, let's be honest. Especially when using certain powers like fire or ice, or even like the Morpho Knight Sword. And that's definitely an issue when you throw a co-op partner in there to try and get in the mix. But maybe like in the tournaments, it's the cups, it's probably better to have co-op, but again, it's not easy to incorporate a co-op partner into all this. But nevertheless, let's get to the actual game itself. When you're playing just you load into the game, it's cool, right? You know, you have mouthful mode, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's cool. You start off with a variety of powers. You can pick a sword, bomb. You're walking through, you know, you first walk through that, like, forest, and you see the big city. Looks super cool. Looks super dope. And just off rip, the aesthetic is beautiful. It's a beautiful game. Very beautiful game. And really good game. Really designed. Really well, thoroughly created. Beautiful. I love it. This is one of my favorite games. You know what I'm saying? I know in the video, with the co-op video, I said, top greatest game of all time. I can't say that. You know, maybe I could, maybe if I think about it, if I really think about it, I could put it up there. Maybe in the top 5, maybe top 10. But to try and make it with the 3, not happening. Can't make 3. No, it's just too easy for me, personally. If I walk out there with Ice Style, Morpho Knight Sword, or Dragon Flame, you're getting washed. You cannot see me. I'm sorry. There's no boss out there that I cannot defeat when I have one of those 3 abilities. Sorry to say it. Because you can't touch me. With the fire style, I'm doing so much damage. First, I do overall just the damage off the straights, like the fire blast, the initial. But then it like stacks onto this dude. Like the flame obviously is stuck on him and he's taking damage over time, and that motherfucker stacks like a motherfucker, especially the dragon flame. Oh, filthy. It's filthy how dangerous I am with those 3 powers. At that point, it's just like, oh, how am I gonna beat you up today? You know, that's all it is. But when the way they designed everything, the way they made everything look, the way they set everything up, it was beautiful. I loved it. I enjoyed it. It was fun to run through the levels and try to collect Waddle Dees, to find the little secrets, you know what I'm saying? For my collectors out there, the artifacts, you know what I'm saying? Collecting everything, finding secret rooms, secret doors to different places, to different passages, super dope. You know, the way they had the power-ups all laid out, super cool. The fact that you could upgrade all the powers, that's a really nice feature. I like that. You know, you start with the normal flame, and then you can upgrade it twice, 3 times. You have the sword, you can upgrade it twice, 3 times, 4 times. You can upgrade the bomb, the needle, you can upgrade everything. And I literally thought that was like one of the coolest parts of the game. And it costs resources. I know I didn't really ever show it, but when you have to go collect the stars, you literally are given the power. You have to use this certain power and run through a whole course. It's like a course basically, and it's centered around the power that you're using. It is so cool, so fire and fun. You know, I felt like when I got a blueprint, I was like, oh, I gotta get this now. You know, every single time. And I didn't show it because, you know, just for the purpose of me making the videos not 30 minutes long. I was like, man, but it was fun gathering and grinding for the stars and then getting this super cool new power. And I was like, yes. And it felt rewarding and it was cool. It was dope. And then I would go out and use the power and you would see a difference. You'd be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't just like, it wouldn't just be a little colder. The ice wasn't a little colder. Like now when you shoot the ice, when you upgrade it, like it leaves shards on the ground. You can throw those shards. Your shield is a little stronger. It's just cool things like that I love. With the fire style, you know, it's not like, oh yeah, now it's just a little bit hotter. Like, no, now when you jump and press B, you have like a dragon. They think, and like it lasts longer when you do the flame trail. And it's just, the fire stacks more, right? When you're dealing damage. It's like, not bleed, but like an Elden Ring, but like, it's just stacking flame damage. And it's just, and it looks cooler now. It's purple, fire. And then the crown looks crazy. Like he has a dragon on his head. And he looks super dope. And he looks anime. And it's just things like that are important in the game. You know, the OST is on top of it. It's hitting you in the ears like, uh-oh, yeah, let's go. Okay, run me up one, you know? And then, you know what I'm saying, you run through the story, you run through the boss fights. They have really cool cutscenes and cinematics for some of them. Like the DK boss fight when he punches through the fucking glass and then he pulls your ass out. He's like, yeah, get the hell out of here. You know what I'm saying? That's super cool. I love that. What? That was dope. That was so cool. I was like, what? That was out of my mind, I was. And honestly, just super cool. 46.5 is the number that I gave out of 50. That's an A+. What's the math on that? Hold on. 93 out of 100, that's an A-. That's an A-. You could live with that A-. Why not? What's wrong with that? I don't know the price on the game. I forgot. I just buy stuff. I don't look at the price. I look at the price. I just forgot the price. This was fire. Fire series overall. My favorite series. One more video is coming out about this game, and it's going to be with a couple friends of mine. You'll see about that later. I'm not going to tell you about that one. If y'all enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, family, sisters, brothers, places. They're important too. Another Ascend review done correctly. My list is fluid. I'm always correct. If you have any counter arguments, hit me in the comments. I'm listening, I'm watching, but I'm never wrong. I love y'all. See you in the next one. How y'all like this camera angle? This is the new camera angle. This is how I'm gonna be from now on. You don't see me like this. I don't know. Zora, I did my thing.